All right, we're here with Shannon, last month's Athlete of the Month, and we're just going to ask her a few questions, and then at the end of this, we're going to do some announcements and the committed club drawing. So we're going to start with Shannon. Tell us a little bit about what was your fitness journey up to finding Long Road? What did that look like?
So for me, my fitness journey started in 2010 when I was going through some stuff and thought it would be a fantastic idea to go from couch to fitness stage in 6 months. So from never having worked out before to getting off the couch and having a super strict diet to the stage in 6 months. I did 2 different competitions during that time, placed 4th and 5th in those in my class. Took a huge break just because that was so strict and stringent. Then went to Planet Fitness, kind of did that whole get up for a bit. Actually then got my certificate to be a personal trainer. Did that during the whole 2020 time. When gyms were closed, got bored with all of those things, and then actually started coming to Long Road in 22.
So what brought you in the door?
So a friend of mine is what brought me to the door. And yeah, I've been there ever since.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah. Okay. So I always like asking this question, and you have a really funny answer to it. So tell us a little bit about your first class at Long Road.
My first class at Long Road was a boot camp on a Wednesday. Walking in those doors, I had no idea it was a partner day. So when I walked in, it was I don't know who I'm going to partner with, what's happening. So Jordan and Crystal, who I had no idea who they were, no one let me know, was like, oh yeah, you can just shadow with us. It's going to be great. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Being first to something, you're like, oh, I can totally do this warm up, it's no big deal. And you're coming out of the gate hot in a warm out, thinking I'm gonna show everybody that I know what I'm doing. And then we're into the workout, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what's a V-up? And well, how does this happen? So then afterwards,
Crystal's
oh yeah. You just shadow. And I'm like, I can't freaking shadow you, Crystal? Okay, thanks, day one. So yeah, and then afterwards, I was asking people who are they? Oh, she owns a gym. Oh, perfect.
All right. So last question is, what keeps you coming back to Long Road? So we know how you started, but now we're 2 years?
3, yeah, coming into 3.
Yeah. Oh yeah. About to finish your 3rd.
Yeah.
So what keeps you coming back?
What keeps me coming back? To be honest, that sticker is strong. It is strong. I know that sounds lame, but we all aspire for something. Just the people, honestly. The people, the workouts, the fact that you don't have to think about what you're going to be doing each day. Just having the accountability, things like that. So meeting different people. It's more than just a gym that you go to and you just, scan your card or whatever.
Yeah,
it's
and
relationships.
As someone who went to a gym like that, or you did the whole bodybuilding thing, it's interesting now stepping into, because I've been in CrossFit for over a decade.
Yeah.
So when I step into a Planet Fitness, I'm like,
oh, it's terrible.
Hi friends, and they're like,
right. What?
Yeah. It's a totally different vibe, which for some people, not for others.
Well, and the other thing that I do love about Long Road, there's not a single mirror for you to look at yourself in. So,
although some people have figured out that the plexiglass is slightly reflective.
I've noticed it.
And
the gun show days.
Yeah, the one corner of the gym has the best lighting.
It does. It sure does. It's hotter than Blue Blazes.
It's the hottest corner too, so the sweat is perfect.
It's great. Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, So we're gonna wrap this by doing the committed club drawing.
Okay.
So I have next month's members all pulled up on the wheel of names already. We got 57 people from February. Anne Marie had the most check-ins last month. Nice. So look at that. Like Missy, Allie, who's normally at the top, you're on notice. So it was a short month, 57 people, lots going on this month, including the 5 a.m. flu, which I'm still dubbing it the 5 a.m. flu. But we're going to wait, real fast. There's a couple firsts on here. I noticed, I think it's Chris Butch's first. I also think that it is Heather Patterson's first. I'm pretty sure it is because she came by herself on Friday. She also, friend got her to join. She's friends with me, son. And she's like, man, I stepped out of my comfort zone on Friday. I came to a class. I didn't know anybody at that class because I had to get the dang sticker. So you're right. The sticker has a pull.
The sticker's got a pull.
Okay. So, but also a lot of familiar faces on here. So okay. I'm going to let Shannon do the honors. She's going to click to spin, and we're going to see who committed club for February is.
Is this?
Yep. Just click it.
Here we go.
Do you know who
ready
that is?
for it? I do not.
Emily Schultz.
Yeah.
Very new.
Okay.
I think she's probably 3 or 4 months in.
Nice. Congratulations, Emily.
Yeah, she hit exactly 16 this month. She's another one who this may actually be her first time on Committed Club. It may be her second, but definitely early days. So Emily gets the parking spot for the month and a $50 gift card, which I'll reach out to you, Emily, about that. So awesome, Emily. All right, and that is our first interview with a member. So towards the beginning of the month, we'll interview a member. We'll let them do the next Committed Club drawing, which was Emily this month. All really exciting stuff. Always good to be able to just sit down with someone and have coffee. So that worked out really well with Shannon today. And I hope it continues to look like that as we move forward. So a couple things, though, for updates. First and foremost, I know that we're at the end of the body composition challenge. I was trying to get through Friday night and then also give you time to scan. So for your final scan, if you've not yet done it, Wednesday by midnight. So make sure that you get your scan done by Wednesday and you send it to me, the same screenshots that you sent me on the front end, by the end of the day, midnight on Wednesday. I'll tally that stuff up and we'll announce a winner for that. Then CrossFit Kids kicks off tomorrow. I do still think there are some spots in the 5 to 8 year olds. If that is the case, we'll do the same thing that we did last session, where we'll sell one night only memberships to members. So if you have a kid in the 5 to 8 year old realm and you didn't sign them up because maybe they're only available on Mondays, they're not available on Wednesdays, then we'll do a $50 membership for one night, or $50 session for one night. So if those spots are still open, I'll be sure to post it in the athletes page, but reach out to me now if that's you. As far as spaces are concerned, you may notice that the kids space is getting outfitted for kids. Really exciting. That's for kids classes. Again, all the equipment back there is for kids classes. It's not for just open play time. I know in the winter it's hard because the garage door's open to get the heat out, and so it's just a wide open space. But making sure that we keep the kids out of there. We are moving out a bunch of lifting, and you may have noticed that the boxes have bumped out and there's now kind of like a separate space behind the boxes. That's also going to be a kid-free space because it's going to be lifting platforms. Part of the reason we're doing that is because that lifting stuff needs a place to live if we're going to empty that room for the kids' room, but also Special Olympics lifts back there, and we want them to continue to have space at Long Road. So for that reason, we're going to partner with the foundation to make sure that space gets the flooring and things that it needs to be outfitted for them. So the foundation was nice enough to let the proceeds from a euchre tournament that we're going to do on May 2nd go towards flooring that area for the Special Olympics team. So that'll be really cool. So mark your calendar, May 2nd, euchre tournament. Speaking of Special Olympics, on May 17th, we get to host their regional powerlifting meet. So last year we just hosted a meet for Champaign County, invited a couple other counties. All the coaches really loved the space and how well the meet was run. So shout out to those people who volunteered last year. And they reached out to us. They want us to host regionals. So we're gonna have like 50 plus lifters from the entire region in our corner of Ohio. I actually think it's almost like half of Ohio as a region. It's a pretty big region. And 50 plus lifters. We're gonna have a food truck, Luis's taco truck, Orwell Mas. I think I say that right. It's so good. They're coming out that day. Shannon's going to set up her mini tea trailer that day, and I think Brett's going to print some shirts for them. So it'll be a really fun day. Come out and support that community. If you've never been to a Special Olympics powerlifting meet, like, your heart will be so warm at the end of the day. We'll definitely do a call for volunteers for that as well. So it's May 17th. So as for the rest of this month, it's a lot of it about the Open. Tomorrow night or Tuesday during the day, I'll do an Open specific update video when I have the scores set for the week, and we'll talk about details on the Open then. So just know that the next 2 weeks, March 7th and March 14th, we have Friday Night Lights. So come, even if you're not participating, come cheer for people. Just come enjoy time with the community. And on March 14th, it'll be a potluck. So definitely come, bring your family, bring a dish to share, meet some people who go to classes that you don't go to, and it'll just be a really fun community night to close the Open. So I think the only thing that I didn't mention from a date perspective, speaking of our outgoing athlete of the month, Shannon, she did announce her date for Bomb Bomb Prom. If you've never done that before, really fun event. I talked to her a lot. We talked a lot today. So you didn't get to see the full interview. But she told me about the nonprofit that's raising money for, and it sounds just like a really good group. It's not Pink Ribbon Girls. I might have said that wrong. PRG, Pink Ribbon Good now. It's not them anymore, but it still goes towards breast cancer, just another nonprofit in Dayton that works with patients undergoing treatment. So very cool event. So you could totally euchre on Friday night and Bomb Bomb Prom on Saturday. So I think that's it for the month. Have a great month. Nice long month for March, though lots of spring breaks. So get your check-ins early in the month so you can go on spring break and not worry about having to get your check-ins in and getting your sticker.